Okay, good morning to all. Myself Vinaranjan Patnaik. Today I am going to discuss about chapter number 4 of Cryptography and Network Security. Chapter 4 is Digital Certificate and Public Key Infrastructure. This chapter contains the following articles: Digital Certificates, Private Key Management, EKX Model, Public Key Cryptography Standard. So first come to the digital certificates. So what is digital certificate? Now digital certificate is a digital file. Digital certificate is a digital file that certifies the identity of an individual or that certifies the identity of an individual or institution or even a router seeking institution or even a router seeking access to computer-based information. It access to computer-based information. It is issued by a certification authority and serves the same purpose as a driver's and server's, the name purpose as a driver's license or a passport license or a passport. Certification authorities, it is a digital world, certification authorities are the digital world's equivalent to passport offices also. They issue digital equivalent to passport offices. They issue digital certificates and validate holders' identity and certificates and validate holders' identity and authorities. They embed an individual or institution public. They embed an individual or institution public key along with other identifying information into key along with other identifying information into its digital certificate, and then its digital certificate and the cryptographically sign. It has a tamper-proof seal cryptographically signed. It has a tamper-proof seal verifying the integrity of the data within it and verifying the integrity of the data within it and validating its usage. Next, what are the process of obtaining a certificate? So, before going to processing obtaining a certificate, come to what is the actually digital certificate. Now, digital certificate is nothing. It is one certificate is issued by some international organization, or you can say is the authorities which issues this digital certificate. It contains all the details of the card of certificate holders, and these certificates also come in the 2 to 3 type of classes, class 1, 2, 3, 4, and these certificates contains the profile of the holder and also the profile of the organization where the holder is working. That's phenomena. That means these certificates contains all the profiles of a holder or and also its organization. So that's one. So authorities, the certification authorities means what? Now these authorities issues the certificates, like the passport authorities issues the passport, RTO authorities issues the driving license. So same to same, this digital certificate is issued by some authorities which is known as the CA or certification authority. Next, how to obtain the certificate? First is your sender generates a public and private key pair, applies to CA for digital certificate with the public key. CA verifies then subscriber's identity and issues digital certificate. Issues digital certificates containing the public key. CA means certificate authority, publishes certificate to public online repository. Subscriber signs message with private key and send message to the second party. Receiving party verifies digital signature with sender's public key and request verification of sender's digital certificates from CS public repository. Next is your what are the key functions of a certificate authority and what are the main functions of the certificate authority. Now, generating key pairs. As the CMA generates a key pair independently or jointly with the client, issuing digital certificates. The certificate authority could be thought of as PKI equivalent of a passport agency, and the CA issues a certificate after client provides the sendence to confirm his identity. Publishing certificates. The CA need to publish certificates so that users can find them. There are two ways of achieving this. One is to publish certificates in the equivalent of an electronic telephone directory, and the other is to send your certificates out to those people you think might need it by one means or another. Next is your verifying certificates. The CA makes its public key available in equivalent to assist verification of his signature or client's digital certificates. Then your revocation of certificates. At times, the certificate authority revokes the certificate issues due to some reason such as compromise of private key by user or loss of trust in the client. After revocation, CA maintains the list of all revoked certificate that is available to the environment. So first thing it is keep generating the key pair, that means your private key and the public key. Then issuing digital certificate, that means the CA could be thought of as PKI equivalent of passport agency. CA issues the certificate after client provides the sendence or required document to confirm his identity. Publishing certificates, that means the need to publish certificates so the users can find them. There are two ways of achieving this. One is to publish certificates in the equivalent of an electronic telephone directory, and the other is to send your certificate out to those people that you think might need it by one means to another. Next, then you verify the certificates. That means the CA makes its public key available in equivalent to assistant verification of his signature on client's digital certificate. Next is your revocation of certificates. At times, CA revokes the certificate issued due to some reason, such as compromise of private key by user or loss to trust in the client. So revocation. Revocation means that's a modification. Revocation. Right now, if the certificate is issued due to some reason such as compromise of private key by user or any loss of trust in the client, so there is some problem. That means suppose there is a point where the trust will be that means if there is no trust on the client side or anything, then you can revoke your certificates. Next is these are the classes of certificates. There are 4 typical classes of certificates: class 1, class 2, class 3 and class 4. Class 1, these certificates can be easily acquired by supplying an email address. Class 2, these certificates require additional personal information to be supplied. And class 3, these certificates can only be purchased after checks have been made about the requisitor's identity. And class 4, they may be used by governments and financial organizations needing very high level of trust. So these are the 4 classes of the certificates. Class 1 is very simple. By applying your email, supplying an email address, then you'll this one. This class 1 digital certificate is only contains the profile of the holder, nothing else. Class 2, the certificate is require additional personal information except your profile, except your identification. Suppose you want to need some other identification like name, organization, anything, then you apply the class 2. Class 3 the certificate can only be purchased after checks have been made about the requisitor's identity. And class 4 is the financial or any financial dealing or financial organization. This is the class 4. Next is your steps for the high levels of trust. Next is your steps for digital certificate creation. First step is your key generation is done by either user or registration authority. The public key which is generated is sent to the registration authority, and private key is kept secret by the user. Step 2. In the next step, the registration authority registers the user. Step 3. It is a verification which is done by registration authority, in which the user's senders are being verified by registration authority. And step 4, in this step the details are sent to the certificate authority by registration authority, who creates the digital certificate and gives it to users and also keeps a copy to itself. So these are the steps how to create for the digital certificate. So thank you to all. For next class we are going to discuss then with another topic. Thank you to all.